Words are powerful. Anyone who has ever felt moved by a story or a song can tell you that. Some people have a real gift in the ability to use their words for incredible things. One such person is James Baldwin, a truly amazing writer, speaker, and intellectual. Born in Harlem, Baldwin's family was large and poor. To escape, young James would often flee to the local library. There he could disappear into any thousands of books. At school, his teachers recognized how smart he was, and even while he suffered harassment from several white police officers in the neighborhood, it was a white teacher who first encouraged him to turn what he wrote into a live performance. This caused turmoil in Baldwin's home, as his parents argued over the teacher's offer, partially because of her race. The ordeal left Baldwin with a clear impression of how deep racial tensions really went. A short time later, a friend introduced him to some of the black artists living in Greenwich Village. Baldwin was amazed to see other people making a living off of their creativity, regardless of their skin color. By the time he was in his 20s, Baldwin realized that he was gay, something which made him an outsider at a time when being gay was still illegal in most places throughout the United States. Baldwin decided to leave Harlem and move to Paris, France. There, he met and worked with other writers and intellectuals. He began to have essays published. Soon, he was making a living with his words. Baldwin's first novel, Go Tell It on the Mountain, would be published in 1953, but his second book caused more of a stir. It openly touched on homosexuality in a way that was still rare and somewhat scandalous for the time. He wrote about a mixture of black and white characters and addressed racial issues head-on. He even wrote about religion, examining Christianity as well as the growing influence of Islam on the black community. Baldwin was not trying to divide, but to understand others. There's a powerful theme of love in much of his work, though it is tempered by hard realities. And Baldwin was acutely aware of how unforgiving reality could be. He'd been personal friends with Medgar Evers, Malcolm X, and Martin Luther King. Over the course of a decade, all three men were assassinated. Baldwin wrote with honesty and power. He helped champion civil rights with his unique perspective. As a gay man, a black man, and an American who lived many years in other countries, he was often on the outside looking in. And yet he was also a fierce advocate for black people everywhere, still remembering what it had been like to be a poor little kid in Harlem. Baldwin died of stomach cancer in 1987, but he left behind many books that still resonate to this day. Even recently, they're being made into films, like If Beale Street Could Talk. And his essays on race, religion, and sexuality are beautiful looks at what it means to be American. If you have the chance, go down to your local library and look up some of Baldwin's work. It's truly powerful stuff.